Hello and welcome to this episode of Ask Raghav. Today I'm going to discuss with you something very interesting. Whenever you go for an interview, most of the times at the end of the interview, the interviewer will ask you if you have any questions or if you want to discuss something or if you want to say something. Now this is a great time for you to discuss if you have any doubts or to find out things and get your questions answered. But there are few things that you should keep in mind. I will tell you some very typical questions that you can ask and use it to your benefit, and I will also tell you some scenarios to avoid. Now most of the times, most of the cases, whenever you go for an interview, at the end of the interviewer will ask you that if you have anything to say or if you have any questions. There may be some scenarios where the interviewer will miss this thing, or there can also be a scenario where your interview did not go very well, and in that case the interviewer do not want to take you forward, and in that case he may not ask you if you have any questions or if you have to say something. But otherwise, in most of the cases, you will be given an option and opportunity to ask your questions. Now whenever you are given this opportunity, you can start by discussing, and you can ask that I already have this skill set. Apart from this, what do you think if I come here and do the job? What do you think? What more skills should I learn? What more things should I learn? So this can be a very good way where you can inform interviewer that you are very interested to join this job and you are keen to learn more. So this is one question you can ask. The other question you can ask is, how will a typical day for me look like here? And this is a great opportunity where you can come to know how what will be your responsibilities, what will be your work, what is the company's culture, what are the timings, and so many things. So you can say, how will my typical day look like here, what will be the working like here. The other thing you can ask is about your career growth. You can ask, how will be my career growth here, what will be the opportunities in future. And if you are interviewed for some very particular specialized skill, you can ask about that skill, that how the company is planning to nurture this particular skill or field. So you can ask things like this. You can ask questions related to your particular profile or your role. You can ask, what will be the challenges I will be facing if you are being interviewed for a senior role. You can ask, what will be my team look like, how many people will be there, how many people will I be needing to manage, things like this. So this will give a very positive impact, and also it will give you a lot of answers and will help you prepare for your job. Now there are some scenarios, some things that you should avoid. You should avoid anything negative which shows that you are not very much interested. You should not do any comparison. You should not say that, okay, in that other company I was getting this, or I was having these kind of facilities, will I be getting the same things here? If there is something very specific for you, you may ask it in a positive way, but do not kind of just do a direct comparison, or do not do anything negative which sounds like you are not very much interested for this job. And also take care of what are the questions you are asking to whom. For example, if you have any HR related questions and you have a technical person interviewing you, then you may avoid the HR related questions and wait for your HR round. If you are in a HR round, then avoid any technical questions which he or she may not be able to answer to you. So you can always say that, I missed this particular thing during my technical interview, but will you be able to help me to find out answers to this? If there is something very important, you can say like that, but then avoid any kind of negative questions or any kind of comparisons. I hope this will help you in your next interview. Thank you for watching, and never stop learning.